John, thank you. And that snowstorm in Buffalo is expected to last several days and may end up dropping several feet of snow. News 5's John Kasich has been through that before. He was in western New York 8 years ago this week for a similar storm that dumped 7 feet of snow. John takes us back in time.
Living along Lake Erie, we are used to the snow she can dish out, where we have to constantly shovel our driveways. But this storm, 8 years ago this week in western New York, required Buffalonians to shovel their roofs.
Did you think it was that deep up there?
No, I didn't, but it's pretty deep. I'm glad I'm up here. It's been horrible. Worst storm I've ever lived through.
And Dave's work was light compared to this man who was waist deep in roof snow. Parts of the Buffalo region got hit with 7 feet of snow in 5 days in what was dubbed the Snowvember storm of 2014. So bad was it that the New York State Thruway, I-90, was shut down for 5 days from the Pennsylvania border up through Buffalo to Rochester, leaving truckers like this man stranded in a Walmart parking lot for days.
How do you pass the time?
Oh, sitting, music, go Walmart, then come back, go gas station, come back.
In 2000, a similar storm, also this week, hit with surprise, 3 to 4 inches an hour for 7 hours, starting at 11 in the morning. As a result, where your car was at 4 in the afternoon is where it still was 4 the next morning, stranding not just thousands of motorists, but thousands of school kids overnight on buses. So why does this happen? Cleveland and Buffalo both sit on Lake Erie, yes, but when Cleveland gets lake effect snow, it's when the cold winds are usually out of the northwest and traveling across the width of Lake Erie, which is only 57 miles of water. But when Buffalo gets lake effect, the winds tend to be out of the southwest, so they're picking up moisture along the 240-mile length of the lake. Those bands tend to consolidate into a 15-mile fire hose of snow, so when they get hit in storms like these, they get hammered. One of those areas that gets hit hard is just south of the city in Orchard Park, home of the Buffalo Bills, where the Browns are scheduled to play Sunday. This was the scene in 2014, a day after the snow stopped. It was a Saturday morning. Crews were doing a good job of cleaning the stadium and parking lot of the snow just a day before the team was to host the Jets. Still, the NFL eventually made the decision that year to move the game out of Buffalo to the neutral site of Detroit, a precedent they followed Thursday, moving this weekend's game ahead of the storm. John Kasich, News 5.